Calgary. Yeah, we're all Calgary. You born and raised out here?
Born and raised, left returned.
Okay. Where'd you get away to for a while?
Vancouver.
Oh, awesome. Good for you.
Years.
Oh, wow.
Had a kid. Came back.
Yep, good for you guys.
And we all live here.
Yeah, Vancouver's great. Super expensive now, man. I don't know how you...
I live here. I can come back. That's the actual answer. I'm not the only one who left.
Yeah, well, of course.
I know several people who moved to Alberta.
Yeah. Well, it's getting up there. Do nowhere near what Vancouver is like, but still, we survived in there 20 years. So it's ridiculous now. I don't know how to Yeah.
Hope that you have someone in your family.
How long have you been in the life?
4 days. Normal and not much so far, but in Vancouver I worked the most.
Okay, Mr. Ryan, good to go. Well, howdy folks. Late in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Game number 2 for both Ontario Burlington-Blast and Team-Alberta. Team-Alberta coming in with a 3-1 record. Ontario Burlington-Blast coming in with a 1-3 record. This is it for the round robin play. So after tonight, there'll be the playoff set up. Once everybody's records are looked at and set for the schedule for tomorrow. Shout out to my broadcast partner Ryan on the camera. Again, ISI Live has done a tremendous job thus far. Had a chance to work with a few of the folks over here already and doing a good job. Nothing but good comments from everybody. So 36 people thus far tuned in. Getting ready to drop the ring here to start in about 45 seconds. Again, nice to take the opportunity to recognize our sponsors. Ring Canada is sponsored by Government of Canada, Gatorade, Athena Ringjet, TELUS, and Event Connect. And of course, the whole event over the 8 days. Sponsors from Province of Ontario, Ottawa Tourism, City of Ottawa, Ringette Association, the Ottawa Senators Foundation, Heart and Stroke Foundation, Surgeoner, which again is a automotive group here in Ontario and up in Gatineau, Hertz Booster Juice, Pro Physio Sports Medicine, Dom Sports, Megan Peters Design, and Malika Management Consulting. So a big shout out to all the sponsors for the week. I have to say the City of Ottawa has done a great job hosting the 2025 CRCs this year, and we'll be back next year actually as well. Doing a good job recognizing the economic impact it has throughout the week. There's folks running around with tablets, chatting with parents, understanding where they're coming from, cost of travel, cost of hotels, the meals, a little bit of shopping when they can get it in. So it's great for the city to embrace this and have Ringette Canada work with those cities. So once again, next year we'll be back out in Ottawa. Team AB line set to start. We got Ninja Blackwell out, Beast Mode Byers, Yoja at the top of the triangle with Klisnik and Draper behind the net. Glenn Walker gets to start for this afternoon's game as Sophie Coley had the game this morning. Burlington Blast goalie, Isla McLeod. And again, folks from Ontario, I'm going to do my very best on the announcing of the team name, or the girls' names as well. So Team-Alberta drives low down on the far side. Avery Kay circling the top of the triangle. Drops it over for Yoja, almost picked off by Burlington. Yoja does get a shot off high and wide. Avery Kay does a good job picking it up. Looking for a reset. Oh, she's able to get it, but looks like her stick was in the crease. So it'll be a free ring for McLeod. Burlington in their own zone. That's number 43, Evangelista. Looking for some help through the neutral zone. Back over to her D partner, just out of her reach. Yoja's there to pick it up. Yoja driving below the ringette line. Forwards are able to make a change for Team-Alberta. Yoja circling on top of the triangle. Dishes over to Brown. Brown with quick shot, far side, goes wide. Tilford there to pick it up. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Tilford for the reset. No problem from McLeod. Team-Alberta comes back up with it. Again, Kylie driving to the top of the circle, or triangle. They jam away at it. Oh, Tessa Brown able to come up with the loose ring. Excuse me. A little bit of a fall at the top of the triangle. Tilford able to slow it down a little bit. Over to Brown. Brown surveying the scene, a little shot. Right in the bread back out of McLeod. She's able to scoop that up. Play it over to her D partner. Apologize, folks. It's a far rink all the way to the end. It's hard for me to see the numbers through the mesh here. Kylie driving, dishes it off to Susie. Again, McLeod comes up with a great save, taking that opportunity away. Looks like she's happy to hold on to it and allow Burlington to get their first change here. I see Costigan and Hales coming out, along with Richardson and Barton and Casaritza. Again, apologies on the pronunciation, folks. Bright over to Hosmanis, just out of a reach. Burlington comes up with it, able to get into the neutral zone. They jam away at it and cause a stoppage of play. Team-Alberta will have a free ring in the neutral zone. Up to 68 streaming in, so thanks for being here with us this afternoon. ABG line, we call it, for Team-Alberta. Anna, Brooke, and G, with Byers and Emily Lau on defense. Georgia at the half boards, drops it back to Anna. Anna looking for back to Georgia. Anna comes up with a loose ring. Burlington's jamming away at it down in the corner. Burlington comes up with it. Good stick by Rawlis. Burlington recovers, looking for a pass up into the neutral zone. Here comes Burlington on the far side. Here comes close to us. Richardson driving. Doesn't like their lane. Going to slow down. Barton behind the net. Richardson allowing for teammates to change. Here's Barton, top of the triangle, and a shot, and just goes wide on the short side. Byers able to pick that up. Looking for some help through the neutral zone. Byers past Rawlis and Klisnik. Burlington's able to recover. Burlington driving on the far side. Going to loop behind the net. Jensen out. Winja up at the top, way high at the top of the ringette line. Jensen posting up in front. Looking for some help. Jensen drops for Zeal. Burlington's able to get a reset. Walker plays it over to Leal. Team-Alberta will start in their zone. AAA line for Team-Alberta. Addison, Avery, and Ari. Good pickup by Klisnik. Drops it down low for Ari to go chase it. Battling away, and actually Klisnik comes up with it on the half boards. Driving to the top of the triangle. He's got a bit of a lane, gets the shot off. And McLeod's able to scoop that up, make that great save. Burlington starting in their zone, looking for some help in the neutral zone. Draper, hard forecheck. Just out of the reach, but it does come in the neutral zone. Burlington's able to pick it up, playing it back to their D. Yoja applying some forecheck in the defensive zone. Morissette jams away at it. Yoja comes up with it for Team-Alberta. Drops it off for Morissette. Morissette driving the lane at the top. Morissette happy to drop it, dish it off. Brown's out there to relieve Yoja, top of the triangle. Tilford on the far side. Susie posting up in front of McLeod. Tessa tries to go down low to Susie, and a quick shot, and great blocker save by McLeod. Susie's able to come up with the rebound. Tilford on the far side. Susie driving the top of the triangle, dishes over to Tilford. Tilford doesn't like the lane, loops around. Driving low, tries to go in, and goes into the crease. And she was tripped up on the play. At 5:18, we'll get the first penalty of the game. It's going against Burlington. As soon as my eyes adjust through the screen here, it's Norris at 5:18 in the first. Norris, 5:18 in the first for a trip. Tilford with a free ring. Looking for their shot, nothing there. Burlington did a great job taking those lanes away. Back to Kylie. Tilford with a hard shot. Susie's able to pick it up over to Brown. Brown's looping on the half boards. Brown over to Kylie. Kylie, good hard shot. McLeod comes up with a good big save as well. Burlington in their own zone. Looking to bust out. Less than half. 5 minutes left in the first. Burlington fires it up into the neutral zone. Gets below the blue line. Comes up with it. That's Corey. Corey looking behind the net. Then over, one of the captains for Burlington. Burlington gets a shot off. Walker's able to make that save over to one of her defensemen. Granberg coming up on the far side with her deep partner, Leal. Granberg over to Leal. Leal dumps it leap down deep. Hosmanis comes up with it on the half boards. Rawlis out there with G. ABG lines out for Team-Alberta. Hosmanis drives the net. McLeod able to make that save. 50 seconds left in Burlington penalty. Loose ring a little bit. They're battling away at it. Rollis comes up with it. Loses her player. Driving to the net. Doesn't like her lane. She's going to loop behind the net. Bright coming to the top. Rollis dishes it for, I believe that's Liao, maybe Morissette. No, sorry, it's Tasha Blackwell. Burlington will start. 25 seconds left in their penalty. Behind the net. 2 Team Alberta players cause that stoppage of play. That's the, if you don't move it, you lose it, rule in ringette. Hard forecheck by Team Alberta causing that free ring in the offensive zone. Draper, Klisnik, Yoja out for Team Alberta with Blackwell and Byers in the back end. Klisnik ready to take the free ring with 20 seconds left in Burlington's penalty. 3:38 left in the first. Klisnik dishes it over to Yoja on the half boards. Yoja loops behind the net. Surveying the scene, coming off the half boards. Oh, blows the tire. Burlington's able to capitalize, gets possession on the far side. Great quiet ice play. Burlington comes up with it. Barton driving low for Burlington. Richardson at the top. A little bit of a bump there between the two athletes. Everybody jumps up. Loose ring in the neutral zone. Burlington comes up with it. That's Richardson. Richardson blows the tire. Over to Klisnik. Klisnik over to Byers. Byers battling through the neutral zone, looking for somebody below the blue line. Good defensive play by Burlington at the line. Team Alberta is able to get possession. Drops it low. That's Draper. And looks like it was a little bit of a contact. So at 2:45 in the first, we have Richardson, 2 minutes for roughing. That's Richardson at 2:45 in the first. Tilford to take the free ring for Team Alberta. Tilford down low for Susie. Both Tilford and Brown looping around on the far side. Susie coming in, leaves it for Tilford, Tilford gets shot off. Brown's able to come up with the rebound. Brown coming across in the half boards. Good spin move, blows the tire a little bit, does get the shot off. Great save by McLeod. 1:35 left in their penalty. Susie driving to the top of the triangle, dishes back for Brown. Brown all the way over to Tilford, just out of her reach off her skate. Granberg's able to pick it up. Tilford comes up above the ringette line, allowing Ella to go in. Burlington comes up with it and dishes it up into the neutral zone. Morissette's there to scoop that up. Free ring. Morissette plays it over to Granberg, her D partner. Ella up to Tilford. Tilford driving on the far side. Great glove save by McLeod. Girls battling away at it behind the net. Burlington comes up with it. A minute left in their penalty, just out of the reach. Oh, Burlington dishes it back over the blue line. There's contact between two players. Both Team Alberta players go down, Tilford and Susie. Tilford jumps back up and gets a shot off. Another great blocker save by McLeod. Tilford applying some heavy forecheck. Rollis comes up with it, driving to the net. Doesn't like her lane. Good defense by Burlington. Rollis does get the shot off. Bouncing ring in the crease. McLeod comes up with it. Rollis and Husmanis applying great forecheck down low. Husmanis got a bit of a lane. Good stick at the top of the triangle by Burlington. Husmanis slows it down, looking for lane. Comes all the way to the far side, looking for that back pass to Brookie. Red gloves circling on the half boards. Surveying the scene. Oh, good play by Husmanis to let Brookie come in and just shoots it, misses at the far post, up and over the net. Husmanis comes up with it. Husmanis down low to Bright. Bright makes a good move, gets a shot off. McLeod comes up with a save, another shot. McLeod again with the shot off the rebound, makes that save as well. Team Alberta swarming a little bit. Georgia driving that lane. Good stick by the defense on Burlington. Bright down low to Rollis. Yoja comes out. Rollis looking for a pass. 25 seconds left in the period. Rollis looking for somebody. Rollis drops it for Yoja. Yoja at the top of the triangle, a little spin move. Comes backhand. McLeod's able to make that save. Far ring toss. Burlington comes up with it. Team Alberta, relentless on that forecheck. There you get possession again. Klisnik, another hard shot. As the period winds down, the quarter winds down, McLeod makes another great glove save. Burlington flashing their black and orange pants today. Solid jerseys out of Burlington. Team Alberta running their blues and whites. '98 folks streaming the game. Shout out to everybody taking some time on a Wednesday evening, afternoon, where you're dialing in from. Lots of attendance, lots of game, lots of fans in stands here. Has been for the last 3 days. Last year they had a attendance record of 10,000 people throughout the week. They're expecting the same this year, if not more. 2.8 million views on CRC's YouTube channel last year, streaming the games. And 50,000 hours of streamed games last year. It's great to see for the sport. Some of the other ringette moms are trying to get me to drink while I'm on the broadcasting. That's not allowed. I'll say thank you very much. Ryan, my broadcast partner, says, well, maybe. I'll stick with my my water and liquid glucosamine for my old man joints, but thank you very much anyway. Burlington with a free ring. And they're going to start. Norris is able to get it through the blue line. Richardson's back out. Richardson loops behind the net. Coming off the half boards. Yoja at the top of the triangle. Richardson dishes to her forward. Back over to Richardson. Richardson makes one move. Oh, and it's a great stick by Morissette again in front of the net. Negating that shot attempt. Morissette surveying the scene. Waiting for the girls to break out in the neutral zone. Klisnik up in the middle. Morissette over to her D partner Blackwell. Blackwell gets it down low for Klisnik. Klisnik makes one move and gets a shot. Just goes wide. Richardson on it. Again, they jam away to all four girls in the corner here. Draper battling hard against Moore. Draper comes up with it. Coming along the half boards. Klisnik on the far side. Draper drops it for Yoza. Yoza looking for a shot. Nothing there. Back to Draper. Draper's looking. Does not like the lane. That's great defense out of Moore. Forcing her to the outside. Draper drops for for Yoja. Yoja does get the shot off, but another great blocker save by McLeod. Team Alberta comes up with it. Klisnik drops it for Yoja. Klisnik going for a change. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Draper coming in. Yoja at the top finds Brown just out of her reach. Both Yoja and Draper going for a change. Brown looking, surveying, looking at the shot clock. 8 seconds, gets his shot off. Rebound, they jam away at it. Moore and Brown along the boards. Or sorry, that's Norris. Norris able to come up with a good stick by Tilford. Right to Susie. Susie front of the net, gets a backhand off. McLeod's able to pick that up. There's Richardson. There's a quick stick by Brown, a delayed call. And she'll touch it. And at 8:08 in the second, Brown's going to get called for a trip on Richardson. 8:08 in the second, that's Brown for a trip. There's a pub right behind us, folks, that's joining all four of the rinks here. I see some bubble hockey back there. Ryan and I might get a game in later. Burlington taking on the free ring in the offensive zone. Looping behind the net. Rawls at the top of the triangle with Granberg on her side. Oh, quick shot by Burlington. Just goes wide. Liao on the other D. Burlington drops. Far shot, just goes wide. Burlington's able to recover. Team Alberta's triangle is pretty tight. Short hand shot. Short side shot. A little bit of contact down low on the defenseman Liao by the Burlington player. Gets called for a hook. That's Corey at 7:36 in the second. Corey at 7:36 in the second for a hook. Little 4-on-4 action here now, folks. Tilford to take the free ring with Yoza. Blackwell playing the ringette line, and Beast Mode Byers coming in to support. Yoza looping around. Len over at the top of the triangle. Trying to bust in, but great defense by Moore, taking away that opportunity. Moore and Costigan on defense for Burlington. McLeod able to play the free ring. Costigan picks it up behind her net. Going for a bit of a skate, looking for somebody through the neutral zone. Just in the feet of Lenover. Tilford's able to pick up that. Coming in, looking for some help over the blue line. Byers is able to get that with a long stick. Byers driving. Two girls playing D. Byers does get the shot off. Little cheater McGrew. Yoshi trying to get that rolling ring through the crease, but the stripes was there to say, not today. Moore comes up with it. Fires it up through the neutral zone for Casaritza. Loose ring in the neutral zone. Tilford comes up with it, allowing her forwards and Lindsay, who plays D, to come up and support. 4-on-4 for another 30 seconds. Byers looping around on the far side. Rollis comes over to leave the forwards. Red gloves Rollis behind the net. Morissette's going to come drop low below the ringette line. With Susie coming in. Great defensive stick by Moore. Takes away that shot. Rollis above the ringette line. Two girls on her. Susie with a quick shot and sign of the net. McLeod's able to scoop that up. Girls are battling around on the ringette line. Morissette's able to pick it up. Delayed call on Moore with a trip on Susie. Rollis back to McLeod, or sorry, back to Morissette. Plays it out front. And McLeod plays it. Not possession, but still gets the whistle. So for 27 seconds, Moore at 6:03 on the trip in the second. That's Moore at 6:03 in the second. There'll be a 5-on-3 for Team-Alberta. Yoja to take the free ring. Brown's out there with Tilford down on the goal line. Morissette and Granberg playing D. Tilford's able to get that first pass. Back over to Yoja. Yoja looking for a shot. She does. Great glove save by McLeod. She's able to knock that down. Looking for some help. Far ring toss. Up out of the ringette line. Richardson gets her 6 on it. Throws it out into the neutral zone. Morissette comes up with it. Back up to Tilford. Tilford drops it in for Brown. Brown's able to come up with it. The 3-on-2's over. Tilford gets her own rebound, but another great stick down low here by Burlington. Burlington tosses it over to her defenseman. Norris just off her stick. Tilford comes up with it, drops below the ringette line. It's going to slow it down a little bit. Husmanis on the far side. Brown's going to loop behind the net. Brown's going to play a little truck and trailer. Brown driving, a little bit of a trip. Oh, Tilford tries to go upstairs, and deflection off of Burlington, so it will remain a free ring for Team-Alberta. Georgia Bright to take the free ring. Out with Husmanis and Rollis. Liao and Byers playing D. Georgia looking for a lane or a shot. Up over to Byers. Byers down low to Rollis. Rollis going to survey the scene, looking for pass out front to Georgia's. Nothing there. Rollis driving. Georgia puts on a pick. Rollis goes for a shot. McLeod's able to knock that down with the glove as well. McLeod dishes it over. Great play by Bright down low to come up with it. Bright's driving top of the triangle. Nothing there. Husmanis on the far side, just into the ringette line. Husmanis going to go for a little half-board skate. Looking for G. Husmanis doesn't like what she sees. Going to loop back around. 12 seconds of shot clock. Gets it down low to G. G's going to spin off, gets shot off. McLeod's able to make that pad save. McLeod over to Winja. Winja's going to start behind her net. Go for a little bit of a skate, waiting for her forwards to get open in the neutral zone. 3 seconds left in the penalty. Winja back over to Hales. Comes over the blue line, just not able to touch it. It was touched on both sides. Evangelista up in the neutral zone. Bright's able to get a stick on it and move it or lose it. Looks like it's going to be a free ring for Burlington in the neutral zone. 3:52 left in the second, still a 0-0 game. Norris going for a change. Lenover's out there. Costigan. Moore to take the free ring over to Costigan. Great bank pass. Lenover's able to pick that up. Going to survey it behind the net. Driving to the top of the triangle. Busting in was Burlington. A little bit of a rolling ring. Team-Alberta slowing it down a little bit. More set, waiting for somebody to get open in the neutral zone. Good bank pass. Just a rolling ring. Burlington comes up with it in the neutral zone. Klisnik gets her stick tied up. Burlington comes up with it. And Morissette's able to make contact with the ring. Stoppage of play. At 3:05, it's Avery Klisnik. 3:05 in the second, Klisnik for a trip. Burlington drops it over. Good play. Richardson gets a hard shot off. Walker makes a good save. Granberg's able to get it back to Walker. Quick toss over to Granberg. Granberg and Richardson battle in the corner. Granberg's battling. Richardson's getting her stick on her. Stripe's got her hand up. His hand up, rather. Richardson, Granberg over to Brown. Brown up to Yoja. Yoja dropping low. Good stick by Burlington. Still loose. Yoja comes up with it. 12 seconds in the shot clock. 4 in for Team-Alberta. Brown over to Granberg. Granberg's going to survey it. Granberg over to Yoja. 4 seconds. Gets the reset. Bouncing ring. Comes into the crease. Stoppage of play. And it's a hold against Burlington. 2:17. It's a hold against Burlington in the second. Richardson, number 4. Got a bunch of players from Bold. Really enjoying the commentary from behind the glass in the pub. Just cheering Ryan on the broadcast booth here. Solid. It's the very rare defensive free ring. Burlington comes up with it, fires it up into the neutral zone. Great pickup by Burlington. Burlington's able to drop it back off for Winja. Winja's going to loop behind the net. A little 4-on-4 action again here, folks, in the second. Winja drops it. Quick hard shot. Good blocker save by Walker. Winja comes up with it. They're battling away at it. Burlington still maintains control. Driving high above the ringette line. That's Costigan. And again, a whistle, stoppage of play. And a rough is called against Team-Alberta at 1:46 in the second. That's 1:46 in the second for a rough against Team-Alberta 19 Brown. So Burlington will have a free ring. And it will be a 3-on-2 for 41 seconds or less. Looks like Granberg and Morissette on D. So on a 3-on-2, you'll see the defense working really hard, butt to butt. Great backdoor pass. Quick shot up in the front. They jam away at it in front, loose ring. Burlington comes up with it, gets a backhand shot. Walker comes up with a save. Granberg behind the net. Burlington loops around, drops it back. Burlington back up to the top of the triangle. Goes down low again, it's there. Walker's able to take away that shot. Morissette is able to get it back to Walker. Morissette picks it up in the corner. Koskinen out there, Lenover out there. Morissette eating up some time. Team-Alberta's first penalty is out, so we're back to 4-on-4, folks. Granberg maintaining possession over to Tilford. Yoja all alone down low, makes a move and goes off the post. Yoja comes up with it. Defense for Team-Alberta is making a change. Yoja driving. Doesn't like her lane. It's going to survey back. 4-on-4. Byers coming in the far side. Yoja back over to Byers, but Winge is able to break that pass up. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Byers driving. Quick shot. McLeod comes up with it. Makes a save. Byers is able to pick up that rebound. Byers driving again. Trying to get through that triangle, and Burlington says, not today. It'll be a free ring for McLeod. McLeod over to Norris. Norris can start in her zone. Looking for some help in that neutral zone. Gets it up. Good ring movement by Burlington. Burlington drops below the ringette line. 5 seconds left. Comes up into the neutral zone. And with the whistle, or at the end of the second, Tilford fires it down on McLeod. She's able to make that stick save, no problem. 14 seconds left. In the penalty against Team-Alberta. Able to get some commentating from some of the parents from Calgary Bold. What's the favorite thing that you've liked about CRCs this week?
The commentator.
Oh, now they're just trying to butter me up a little bit here. They just know what to say, I guess. Going into the third, folks, still a 0-0 game. Why does one player have red gloves? Sorry? Oh, yeah, she just wears red gloves, yeah. There's a couple girls that have red gloves. Rawls has always had red gloves, though, so. Walker back down on the net in front of us. McLeod going to the far end. Again, 14 seconds left in Team-Alberta's penalty. It is red gloves and red gloves 2 out there. That's Rawls and Bright up front with Morissette and Ninja Blackwell on the back end. Team-Alberta is starting the neutral zone with free ring. Bright over to Morissette. Morissette drops it low for red gloves. Not able to come up with it. Burlington comes up with it behind the net, and they're busting out in the neutral zone. Good quick up pass. Jensen all the way over. Burlington back over. Bright's able to pick it up. And looks like maybe some contact on both sides. So it'll be a free ring for Burlington. Back to full strength, folks. Richardson take the free ring. Richardson looking to see if there's a lane there. Going to drop it all the way over. Corey able to pick it up behind the net. Corey driving on the half boards, top of the triangle. Richardson with a hard shot up over the glove of Walker to take a 1-0 lead in this game at 9:25. Richardson from Corey at 9:25 to take a 1-0 lead. Burlington fans in the stands going crazy. There's the symbol. Making some noise. 115 folks watching from coast to coast to coast. Klisnik over to Granberg. Granberg is going to start in the neutral zone for Team-Alberta. Granberg looking for a pass down low over to defensive partner Leal. Leal is going to carry the ring in behind the net, survey the seam. Draper on the far side supporting. Leal drops for Draper. Draper driving at the top of the triangle. Nothing there. Burlington takes away that lane. Draper spins back. Does get a shot off. McLeod makes a great save. Klisnik hard forecheck with Yoja supporting. And there's the infamous move it or lose it call, and it'll be a free ring in the offensive zone for Team Alberta. Klisnik, or sorry, that's Draper, over to Yoja. Yoja's going to loop behind the net. Klisnik on the close side. Draper in front, looking in to put a pick in at the hash marks. Yoja turns and shoots. Great blocker save again by McLeod. Klisnik with some speed, busts in, gets a stick. Burlington does get a stick on it. Loose ring comes up over to Draper. Draper's surveying the scene. Drops it back to Klisnik. Klisnik with a shot up and over the net. Draper's over there to pick up the rebound. Draper driving to the side. Sharp angle shot. McLeod's able to pick that up. And Burlington will start behind the net. Burlington coming out into the zone. Hard forecheck by Team Alberta. Back to her D partner. Great play. Burlington's able to pick it up. That's Norris again. Norris down for Winja. Winja driving. 1-on-1. Winja gets a hard shot. Walker comes up with a big pad save. Byers able to take it away from Zhu. Byers coming up. The half boards here. Up into the neutral zone, and Norris able to pick that free ring up. Oh, but Brown and Byers comes up with it. Susie driving. Susie trying to go all the way to the far side, but again, Burlington's strong D able to come up with that ring. Burlington fires it up into the neutral zone. Burlington on the half boards here. Good bank pass. Susie reaching, trips up Norris. Brown touches it, and at 7:32 in the third, Susie's going to serve 2 minutes or less for a trip. At 7:32 in the third, Susie called for a trip. Morissette and Granberg on D with Brown at the top of the triangle. Zhu to take the free ring. Richardson out there, along with Koskinen. Richardson coming in. Granberg forcing it to the outside. Richardson looping high. Up above the ringette line. Burlington busting in. Comes for a short shot by Zhu. And goes far side up over the pad of Walker. At 7:20, it's Richardson to Zhu to take a 2-0 lead. At 7:20 in the third. Back to full strength, folks. Bright, Husmanis, and Rollis out with Byers and Liao. Byers drops down low for Rollis. Rollis going to survey on the half boards. He's trying to look for a lane. Burlington does a good job, forced through the outside. Rollis driving along the half boards, coming up, top of the triangle. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Husmanis able to pick it up. Drive at the top of the triangle. Back over to Bright. Comes over the ringette line. And there is a call in the play. Looks like it's Burlington. Lenover, maybe, number 7. For a cross check. At 6:54, Lenover, 2 minutes for a cross check in the third. Tilford takes the free ring. Tilford drops down for Susie. Tilford and Brown on the far side. Susie coming up on the half boards. Looking for a pass. Susie over to Tilford. Tilford makes one move and shot and just shoots it wide. Susie's able to pick up the rebound. Susie over to Brown. Brown driving through the top of the triangle. Tries to go short side in the backhand. Stoppage of play and move it or lose it. That's Winja at the top of the triangle for Burlington. McLeod dishes it. Susie touches it. Is the stoppage of play. Another penalty's called, folks. Burlington's door is open. Looks like it's number 12 for Burlington. Sorry, 17. That's Norris. So at 6:23, Norris is called for a rough. 6:23 in the third, Norris, 2 minutes for rough. Giving Team Alberta an opportunity on the 3-on-2 for a minute 29 or less. Tilford over to Yoja. Yoja looking to drop pass back to Tilford. Brown back to Yoja, top of the triangle. Down low to Brown, just out of her reach. Brown comes up with it. Brown driving, backhand pass to Yoja. Yoja nothing there, backhand pass to Tilford. Tilford shoots it all the way across the crease, goes wide. Brown driving, Brown with a hard shot upstairs. McLeod able to make that save. Brown the far toss. Comes up and they're able to get it back into the neutral zone. Morissette, hard pass down low to Tilford. Tilford gets it below the ringette line. Again, 3-on-2 for another 55 seconds. Yoja at the top of the triangle, over to Brown. Good stick by Burlington, knocked that pass away. Brown comes up with it, backhand pass back to Yoja. Yoja back to Brown. Brown with the one-timer goes upstairs at 5:39. Yoja to Brown to make it 2-1 Burlington over Team-Alberta. Blackwell and Morissette for Team-Alberta on the back end here. Rollis, Husmanis, and Bright up front. Burlington starts, still minute 12 left in the second penalty. Burlington back and forth in the neutral zone. Hard pass down below the ringette line. Blackwell comes up with it, gets her stick checked by Winja. Winja on Ninja, Blackwell. Winja behind the net. Eating up those precious seconds in that penalty left. Zhu back over to Winja, comes up over the ringette line. Bright jams away at it. Winja's able to maintain possession. Blackwell forcing to the outside, over to Morissette's side. Rollis at the top of the triangle, checking who's coming behind. Winja drops for Zhu. Hales is out. Zhu makes a spinning move. Morissette comes up with it. She's going to loop behind the net with 33 seconds left in the penalty. Morissette looking for some help in the neutral zone. Morissette over to Husmanis, into some traffic, and Burlington's able to come up with it. They jam back and forth at it, and it's a stoppage of play. And a call is made against number 2 Morissette for a rough at 4:43. Morissette for the rough at 4:43. Back to 4-4 for 20 seconds or less, folks. 4:43 left in the third. Liao and Groundberg on D for Team-Alberta. Yoja at the top of the triangle. Quick free ring shot by Norris. Costigan's able to pick it up for Burlington. Lenover's on the far side. Jensen in front. Sorry, that was Lenover, not Norris. Costigan up over to Norris. Or sorry. Lenover. Lenover on the far side, coming close. Lenover looking for a pass or a shot. Going to loop behind the net again. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Driving the top of the triangle against Yoja. Backhand pass. Goes all the way through the crease. 30-second violation, so Walker will get a free ring. Walker over to Granberg. Granberg looping behind her net. Granberg waiting for her forwards, getting to the neutral zone. Granberg quick up to Klisnik. Klisnik back. Granberg. Granberg back up to Yoja. Yoja waiting for some support below the blue line. Yoja over to Liao. Liao drops for Granberg. Time running on in the 30-second clock. Granberg's going to try to bust into the neutral zone. Or sorry, to the triangle. And Burlington makes a good defensive play. Stoppage of play. It'll be a free ring for McLeod. 3:35 left in the third, folks. 52 seconds left in the penalty. McLeod, quick ring up. Oh, good play by Avery Kay to come up with that ring. Klisnik back over to Yoja. Yoja's going to survey the scene, loop back behind the net. Coming along the half boards. Byers drops below the ringette line. Yoja looking for a shot, nothing there. Burlington forcing him to the outside. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Yoja still with the ring. Yoja trying to go with the back all the far away pass. Burlington did touch it, so it's a 30-second reset. Yoja drops it for Byers. Byers going for a little bit of a skate at the top of the triangle. Byers comes down low, gets it to Brown. Brown tries to go on the short or the far side. McLeod's able to make that save. Burlington quick up into the neutral zone. Richardson picks it up. Richardson back down low. That's Koskinen. Koskinen looping around on the half boards here. Drops over to Richardson. Richardson with a hard shot. Walker's able to make that save. Brown's able to play it back to Walker. Walker for a free ring over to Byers. Byers coming along the boards. Cuts into the middle. Looking for some support. Oh, Byers flips it up. Over to Tilford. Tilford finds Brown. Brown streaking. Looking for a little bit of a spin move. Gets tied up. Burlington negates that scoring opportunity, and they're busting back up into the neutral zone. Quick pass is Richardson. Barton posting up in front of the net. Oh, drops it back. Richardson was going for a change. It's good bench management by Burlington. They couldn't touch the ring as they're making that change. Winja coming out. Winja high in the ringette line, trying to drive, find an angle. Shoots it just wide, 2 seconds left. It'll be a free ring for Team Alberta. Team Alberta over to Byers. Byers going to start in their own zone. Draper and Tilford is out with Brown. Blackwell over to Draper. Draper driving on the short side here. Going to loop back behind the net. Draper drops it for Rawlis. 8 seconds of the shot clock. Rawlis going for a little bit of spin, looking for a pass. Nobody there. Rawlis looking for a reset. Burlington just doing a great job forcing to the outside. No shot, no chance for a reset. And there's a penalty on the play. Looks like they're calling a hold on number 17, Burlington. Norris. At 1:12 in the third, Norris for a hold. The free ring for Team Alberta in the offensive zone. You got Rawlis and Yoja out. Rawlis with a quick shot, way up top. McLeod's able to make that save off her helmet. Comes right out in front, loose ring. Yoja's jamming away at it. Burlington's able to come up with it. Hard forecheck by Team Alberta. Plays it back. Ooh, one of the refs falls down. She's got her arm up. Looks like there's a penalty, delayed penalty against Team Alberta. Winja in the neutral zone. Or sorry, that's Zhu. Zhu back to Koskinen. Down low for Winja. There's Winja. Koskinen again at the top of the triangle, battling. Gets a soft shot off. Walker's able to make that save. It's a high stick was called against Team Alberta with 32 seconds left in the third. It's a high stick against Yoja, number 16 for Team Alberta. So back to 4-on-4 with 32 seconds left in the third. Brown at the top of the triangle with Morissette and Blackwell. Richardson take the free ring, looking for a shot, nothing there. Richardson tries to go over to Lenauver. Brown comes up with it. Brown over to Klisnik. Good stick by Burlington. Burlington back, drops below the ringette line, going one-on-one. Blackwell forces her down. Looks like it's going to be a trip on the call. Or a rough. A rough is called. With 14 seconds left in the third. Blackwell's called for the rough. So for 142 or less, it'll be a 3-on-2 for Burlington with 1:48 left in the third. Granberg and Morissette back. Brown at the top of the ringette line. Richardson drops it back down to Lenauver. Lenauver over to Koskinen. Walker able to make that save. Granberg, nobody out in front. Granberg's battling away at it with two players, comes up with it. Granberg's coming out, and that's going to negate the rest of the time in the third. So 1:28 left in the first penalty against Team Alberta. So, and 48 seconds left on the Burlington penalty, and 1:46 against the Blackwell penalty for Team Alberta. East Coast music playing in the rink, folks. Always a good time. Ryan's applying some Voltaren to the back of his neck. These broadcasters, it's hard on their spine, flipping their heads back and forth. Well, folks, LP's in. We'll do it again. Going in the last 10 minutes of the game here. 10 miles to go in the fourth quarter. McLeod coming on close post here to the broadcast team. Walker in the far net. Again, a minute 28 left for the opportunity for Burlington to capitalize on the 3-on-2. Again, it's Brown, Granberg, and Morissette for Team Alberta. Richardson's out there. Evangelista to take the free ring over to Richardson. Richardson drops below the blue line for Lenauer. Richardson busting in. No lane there. Richardson to Lenauer. Then over, back over to Richardson. A little bit of a rolling ring. Brown's able to come up with it, and she's going to dump it down to the quiet ice. Evangelista picks it up behind the net. Brown applying some pressure. Oh, blows the tire. Evangelista able to get through. Richardson drops over to Lenauer. Lenauer doesn't like the lane. Forcing to the outside, slowing it down a little bit. Getting set up in the 3-on-2 position. Richardson looking for that backhand pass. Sticks everywhere. Oh, great opportunity. Back to Lenauer, just out of her reach. Back over to Richardson at the top of the triangle. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Richardson takes that shot, looking for the reset. Battling along with Morissette. Morissette comes up with it. Morissette looking for some help. Goes back to Granberg, eating up some penalty minute time, penalty second time left. Granberg fires it over to the neutral zone. Koskinen able to make a good defensive play. Brown's able to come up with it. They jam away at it, and it'll be a free ring in the neutral zone for Burlington. 12 seconds left in the first penalty, Team Alberta. Byers and Liao come out on the back end with Rollis at the top of the triangle. Burlington doing some bench management. Hale's out there with Richardson and Winja. Over to Koskinen. Back over to Richardson. Richardson driving top. Tries to go backdoor off of Liao's stick. And Walker comes up with it. Plays it over to Liao. Back to 5-on-4 with 12 seconds left in the other penalty. Over to Yoja. Yoja drops down to Liao. Liao comes up with it. Rollis is over there. Liao looking, surveying the scene. Liao drops for Yoja. Full strength, back to full strength, folks. Yoja with a shot, goes high and over the net. Burlington plays it in for McLeod to play. McLeod drops for a deep partner. Hales comes up with it. Hales working hard, throws it in the neutral zone. Rollis comes up with that. Rollis over to Yoja. Yoja driving. Yoja back to Rollis, a little bit of a bouncing ring. Rollis looking for lane, shoots up high on McLeod, makes that glove save. Yoja battling along with Hales. Rollis comes in for support. Rollis going to move her feet out of the way. Gets the reset, lots of time in the shot clock. Bright's down there. Rollis over to Yoja. Yoja's going to circle it around. Rollis going for a change. Coming along the half boards. Looking for a lane, nothing there. Tries to go back to Brown. Bright comes up with it. Bright tries to drop back to Tessa. Hale's able to pick that up and up to Zhu. And Granberg's able to break that up. Quick pass up to Granberg, out of her reach. And Norris is able to come up with that free ring. Norris up into the neutral zone, battling away at it. Bright's on her. Drops it back below the blue line. Granberg comes up with it. Granberg looking for some help into the neutral zone. Fires it over to Brown. Brown makes a great stab, picks it up. Brown back over to Granberg, off the boards. Granberg driving. Doesn't like the lane. It's going to drop her over for Tilford. Tilford with a shot. McLeod able to make that save. McLeod back to Moore. Norris out for some support. McLeod up to Norris. Koskinen picks it up. Koskinen down low, goes all the way through both players. Walker plays it. Browns picks it up. 6:29 left in the fourth. Tilford up through the neutral zone. Tilford all the way to the far side over to Yoja. Yoja drops it down low to Byers. Byers picks it up. Byers drops it for Yoja. Susie and Tilford down low. Good stick by Lenover. Knocks it away from Yoja. Tilford comes up with it. Reset. Tilford doesn't like the lane. She's dropping it around. Back over to Yoja. Susie still posts up in front of the net. Lenover forcing Yoja to come high above the ringette line. No shot there. Susie's going to do a little truck and trailer with Yoja. Great D by Burlington. Good stick over there. Tilford with a chance. Doesn't get through. Yoja comes up with it. On a broken play. Great defense by Burlington. But the rebound gets over, lands on Yoja's stick, and she's able to bury that with 5:37. Tilford on the shot, Yoja on the rebound. 5-0 with 5:37 left in the game. It's 2-2. $144 folks streaming the game. Burlington takes the free ring in the neutral zone over to Koskinen. Great bank pass. Richardson's able to pick that up on the half boards. Driving, coming high above the ringette line. Gets it dropped down low for Hales. Hales surveying behind the net, looking for a lane. Rawls at the top of the triangle. Granberg side, hard shot on Walker. Walker able to make that save. They jam away at it. Does come free, but looks like stick was in the crease, so Walker will get a free ring. Over to Liao. Liao looking for the ABG line to find some open space in the neutral zone. Richardson forcing it. They're stacking it up on the neutral zone, just off of Husmanis' stick. Bright comes up with it, but it is a move it or lose it call. And it'll be Burlington free ring in the neutral zone. With 4:57 left, folks, it's a 2-2 tie. Moore to take the free ring for Burlington over to Norris. Drops it down. Burlington drops it down. Morissette comes up with it. Morissette up to Yoja. A little bit of bouncing ring. Burlington comes up with it. They're jamming away at it. Yoja loses it and Burlington picks it up. Burlington on the far side, just sort of a reach. That's Moore. Moore comes up with it. Moore drops for Winja. Burlington surveying the scene, looking for a change. Here comes Burlington with a hard shot just over the net. Lanover lets one go. Burlington picks it up, looking for a reset. 3 seconds left. There's you. Looks like Zhu did get the reset in time, and that's why they'll have the free ring with 3:59 left in the fourth. Brown at the top of the triangle with Byers and Liao. Len Albert take the free ring, looking for a shot, nothing there. Over to Corey. Corey's going to survey behind the scene. Lenover coming in, drops for Lenover. Back to Corey. Corey gets a soft shot in. Walker makes that save. Brown able to play back to Walker. Free ring. Team-Alberta will start. Busting up into the middle is Byers. Waiting for her forwards to get into the neutral zone. Byers up to Brown. Brown over into Tilford. Tilford drops below the ringette line, slows it down. Back over to Brown. Husmanis on the far side. Lenover forcing it at the top of the triangle. Hales is on that side. Brown driving at the top of the triangle. Loses an edge, gets a soft shot off. No problem for McLeod. Make that blocker or so that glove save. Husmanis and Tilford working hard on Evangelista. She does get it up into the neutral zone. Byers working hard on the forecheck. Lenover. Busting through the neutral zone. Defense partners there. Tilford knocking it free back over the blue line. They're back in the defensive zone. 7 seconds left. on the shot clock. And it'll be a free ring for Walker to play. Oh, sorry. I think they're stopping it. The refs are. It's not in the defensive zone for Team Alberta. It'll be in the neutral zone. It'll be a free ring in the neutral zone. Granberg Morissette on D for Team Alberta. Richardson's out there. Jus. Rawls behind the net. Avercade over to Granberg. Granberg looking for somebody. Granberg, bank pass over to Rawls. Rawls picks it up, drives low behind the ringette line. Yoja's on her side. Rawls busting in. No shot. 10 seconds in the shot clock. Rawls looking for a reset or a pass. Drops it. Just out of the reach of Klisnik. Yoja looking for a reset. Turns and fires. Nothing through. Burlington does touch it. Fires it up into the neutral zone. Granberg bust pass. A little bit of a rolling ring. Still rolling. Granberg does come up with it. Burlington relentless on the forecheck. Knocks it free. Still rolling. Ella does come up with it. Granberg busting through in the neutral zone. Ella over to Yoja. Yoja taking it wide. And some contact at the ringette line. And it looks like it's Klisnik at 1:52 left in the fourth for a rough. Klisnik, that's 1:52 in the fourth for a rough. Burlington with a free ring, and it looks like it's Burlington timeout with 1:52 left in the game. Okay, folks, we're down to it. Less than 2 minutes left in the game, 1:52. Team Alberta, 2 minutes in the box. Richardson takes the free ring. Brown out top of the triangle with Blackwell and Byers on defense. Burlington on the half boards, drops over to Richardson. Richardson with a hard shot. Blackwell is able to break up that shot. They jam away out in the corner. Brown comes up with it. Brown looking for some support in the neutral zone. Doesn't like what she sees. Fires it all the way over to Byers. Byers makes a great stab in the neutral zone. Coming in. Richardson, Norris, Costigan back for Burlington. Tilford comes up with it. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Drops it for Byers. Byers looking for a reset. Byers doesn't have shot. Goes up to Tilford. Tilford, one move, quick shot. Nothing through. Norris and Costigan breaks that up. Costigan up to Lenover. Lenover looking for some support. Over to Richardson. One-on-one with Richardson. Liao able to negate that shot. Not sure what the stoppage was, folks. Here's Liao coming up with it for Team Alberta. Less than a minute to go in the game. Liao looking for some support in the neutral zone. Byers going to drop below the blue line for some support. Liao finds Brown all the way in the far blue line. Brown's going to go for a skate through the neutral zone. Fires it over to Tilford. 7 seconds left in the shot clock. Tilford looking for a shot. Again, Norris able to take away that. And it looks like Tilford stick in the crease with 29 seconds left. McLeod over to Costigan. Costigan. Up into the neutral zone. Drops it below the blue line. Burlington busting in, looking for a shot, trying to go far side. Burlington coming along the half boards with a far shot. Granberg able to knock that down. Looks like it was maybe 4 in on Burlington, so it's coming all the way out to the neutral zone with 4 seconds left, folks. All Team Alberta players below the blue line here with only 4 seconds left. Burlington's going to look to try to knock it down. Granberg does come up with it. Ooh. Quick shot at the end with the horn going. Burlington coach yelling at Yoshi for taking that shot. And the ever exciting overtime. Eight seconds still left in the Alberta penalty. So Klisnik still in the box for Team Alberta with 8 seconds left to go. Looks like it's Yoja Husmanis for Team Alberta with Granberg and Morissette. Lenover, Kasaritsa, Norris on the back end with Moore, and Barton for Burlington. 10 minutes, sudden death overtime, folks. Ella drops it over the blue line for Yoja. Yoja looking in there, trying to go back door for Anna. Norris makes a great defensive stick play, negating that pass. Back to 5-on-5, folks, full strength. Brown comes out. Lenover, quick up. Morissette able to knock that down. Morissette all the way far side over to Brown. Brown over to Anna. Hausmanis busting in with Yoja for support. Norris on forcing to the outside. Hausmanis back over to Yoja. Yoja trying to go back over to Hausmanis. Good stick again by Lenover. Drops it down low for Brown. Able to get a shot off. Great save by McLeod in tight. Norris and Yoja and Brown jam away at it. There's a stick. Brown's lost her stick. Yoja surveying the scene. Doesn't like what she sees. Circling back. Yoja, Brown, and Hausmanis. Granberg and quick shot at the top of the triangle by Brown, right in the breadbasket for McLeod. McLeod back over to Moore. Burlington busting out through the neutral zone. Norris over to, a little bit of a rolling ring. Winge is able to slow that down. Quick bank pass, just out of a reach. They're battling away at it, just on the blue line. They fire it over, gets kicked over into the neutral zone again. 7 seconds left on the shot clock for Burlington. Drops it back down low. Far shot. They fire and they score from the top of the circle at 8:24 in overtime, folks. 8:24 in the fourth with a hard shot at the top of the circle for Burlington, giving them their second win of the game. And they get a win at 3-2 over Team Alberta. Thanks, folks, for tuning in. We're up to 180. I'm right back on the mic in another rink, so I'm going to cut it short, say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for tuning in.